sounds. Hey everybody, how you guys all doing? Welcome, welcome. Yeah. Topper. There we go. Now I can see things. Hey Vito. How you guys doing? Thought I'd pop on for a second here. All right. Yeah, so I was missing a couple days. I took a couple days off. I'm working on some new projects, and I was also doing private gigs, corporate events for the past. I just finished a corporate event 5-10 minutes ago. So let me see if the chat's working. Okay, cool. The chat is working. Hello, happy Friday, everybody. So I figured I was all set up. And I got everything going, and the sound was sounding good. And so I figured I might as well play a couple songs. Here we go. you know me. Shake it, sugar. Just don't tell them you know. Oh, me. Thank you, everybody. Greetings and salutations. That's right. Excellent. That was fun. Yes. All right, let's keep it going. Let me just do a quick announcement here. Gotta find me a charging cord here. Thank you very much, Vito. Let me turn that. There, I got the reverb off now. There we go. Yeah, let me do another one here. I'm just going to do a few today. I don't know how long this is going to last. I've been working nonstop since I last saw you guys on making the new gear set up and doing a bunch of private gigs. Been doing one every single day. Yeah, they've been fun. The private gigs are back in full effect. I just played in Philadelphia an hour ago. Okay. Philadelphia an hour ago, and now I'm in California. It's amazing. Any requests? I'm busy. I'm definitely busy. Yeah. You saying my guitar playing is too busy? All right, here we go. The quick announcement. So I was going to make the Weezer album last Sunday, the last album, but I knew I could not stop this whole album thing without doing a Bob Dylan album. And I got a lot of emails and texts from people saying, come on, we know you're going to play Blood on the Tracks. Come on, we know you're going to play Blonde on Blonde. Come on, it was a lot. There was a lot of people making predictions, but I had to go with bringing it all back home. I mean, we're in here. Jackarow. Okay, coming up next. Jackarow. And then Clapton. Okay, Jackarow, then Clapton. Just remind me. The merchant in London he did dwell, had a beautiful daughter, truth to you I'll tell, truth to you I'll tell. She had sweethearts aplenty, men of high degree, but none like Jack the Sailor, true lover to be, true lover to be. But Jackie's gone a-sailing with trouble on his mind, and left that native country darling girl behind, his darling girl behind. She went down to the tailor shops dressed in men's array, climbed aboard a vessel to convey herself away, convey herself away. Before you get on board, sir, your name we'd like to know. She smiled in her countenance. They call me Jackarow. They call me Jackarow. Her darling boy she found. Her darling boy she found. And she picked him up in her arms and carried him into the town. And called upon the physician who quickly healed his wounds. Quickly healed his wounds. And this couple, they got married, so well they did agree, yeah. This couple, they got married, so why not you and me? So why not you and me? Well, this couple got married, so well they did agree. And this couple got married, so why not you and me? So why not you and me? Oh, so why not you and me? I love. There's a thing in that song that I love. There's a misrhyme. It sounds like it doesn't rhyme, but it rhymes if you have the right accent. There's a part that goes, called upon. She goes, carried him into town and called upon a physician who quickly healed his wounds. Right? Thank you guys. Thank you. So it goes, carried him into town and called upon a physician who quickly healed his wounds. But if you say it in an old-timey accent, because this song was written in the 1700s or something, and you say, carried him into town and called upon a physician who quickly healed his wound. They rhyme. So they rhyme in a brogue. Town, believe it or not, town and wound. Wounds, his wounds and the town rhyme if you have a Scottish brogue or something. His wound. Into town and his wound. Yeah. All right. Yeah, that always cracks me up in that song. All right. What was the other request? Clapton. Erickson. Clap Erickson. Good Clapton tune to do. Old Love. Oh, you saw me with my Les Paul. I know. I only played it because I broke a string. I didn't realize. I don't really like it. I mean, although I was playing some Led Zeppelin the other day with it, and it's really fun. I was doing what's that one? It's like. From the land of the ice and snow, the midnight sun with a hot spring glow. And with the. Sorry about that. I just had to get that out for a second. With the Les Paul, it really makes it, you know. But they're basically the same guitar. They have the same pickups in them. I don't know what the big deal is about guitars. If whatever the pickup is what the guitar sounds like. It's a beauty. I know it's pretty looking, but it's real heavy. This thing's light. This thing's lighter. This thing's basically hollow. I knew that would get an out of Circe. How you doing, Circe? Do a Zeppelin album. Come on. I mean, you're trying to kill me? You're trying to kill me? No, the reason why I was doing that song is because there's that song that's on the Frozen 2 soundtrack. Anybody that has little kids knows what I'm talking about. It's like, into the unknown, into the unknown. It kind of sounds like that. It's like, hold on. Something like that. No! that song. Yeah. I got to get the words to that one. I didn't realize that I could sing that one. Oh, yeah. Hammer of the gods. Yeah. Thank you. It muted. I like it that it removed that dirty word that you wrote in there. That's not a good word. Okay. Thank you, guys. Oh, yeah, I said I was going to do a Clapton song. Thank you, Michael. Should we just try it? Should I just try it? Should I just jump out of an airplane without a parachute on? All right, here we go. What is it called? Oh, Immigrant Song. Immigrant Song lyrics. Okay, here we go. Honest first try here. Okay. Come from the land of the... Okay, here we go. That was kind of a cool beat. Let's see. It goes like... Sorry, John Bonham fans, I know that's not the beat. expect to be playing Immigrant Song when this thing started. Thank you guys. That's awesome. Yeah, I gotta learn that song. That song's so awesome. Woo! I'm gonna save that one. Save it. Yeah, freaking awesome. Thank you. I never do Zeppelin. Zeppelin is so hard to sing. It's just impossible. So I just never do it. Yeah. What's his Robert Plant? His voice was crazy. His range was insane. Thank you, Les. Hey, Les, how you doing? Come from the land of the ice and snow. What a cool song, though. How cool is that song? Damn. Did I just say how cool is Led Zeppelin? I mean, come on. What is the most obvious statement of all time? Dude, you got to hear about this new band, Led Zeppelin. The Onion actually has a great article called High School Student Wants You to Hear About This Really Cool Band Called Led Zeppelin. something like that. Look it up. It's great. All right. Anyways, now that we've gotten the lead out, as they say, we will move on to a nice, smooth Clapton song. Layla? No. Let's do... I'm hearing so much like... Thank you, Scooter. If you guys are new, if you're brand new to the Periscope, hit the 3 dots. They're right here. And if you like what you're hearing, you can always send me a tip. It really, really helps out if I can figure out how to point. Venmo at Matt Bolton, paypal.me/Matt Bolton. There it is. Everything's backwards. Okay. Let's do... Why does love have to be so sad? Gotta find a way, take me back to yesterday. How come I forget you? Why does love got to be so sad? No. I'll do Old Love. Do Old Love. Yeda Costa used to love this one. Where's Yeda? I haven't seen her in a long time. calling her phone. Oh, love. Oh, love. Oh, love. Oh, love. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, love, WNBC. Woo. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody. Thank you very much. I'm just going to do a couple more songs. All right, 2,000 viewers. Just quick. This is a quick one. 2,000 viewers. Sweet. Very cool. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody that's watching. Thank you for everybody that's been watching all the really appreciate all the support, all the tips people have been sending, all the kind emails, everything. It really means a lot. It's been helping out a lot. And everybody that's got in touch with their company and booked me for private events. It's been really cool. Corporate happy hours. I did one every day this week, which is really cool. I did Sugary. You got to go watch the replay, seriously. The first song I played was Sugary. Pick another one. Go ahead. Yeah, so really appreciate that. But I want to make an announcement while all these people are watching. This Sunday, I'm playing Bringing It All Back Home, Bob Dylan, the whole album. It is an amazing album. It's just such an important album to me in my music career, growing up playing music and growing up as a guitar player, really. And that's Bringing It All Back Home. It's half electric. It starts off with... John is in the basement, mixing up the medicine. I'm on the pavement. I'm thinking about the government, the man in the trench coat, badge out, laid off. He says he's got a bad cough and wants to get it paid off. I mean, what more do you want than that? You know, it starts with, it's the beginning of rap music. It's one of the precursors to rap going mainstream was, believe it or not, Bob Dylan was rapping in 1964. I mean, if you don't think that's rap, you're confused. All get on, keep on, show pants, romance, learn then, get dressed, try to be a success, please her, please him, buy gift, don't steal, don't live, 20 years of school and they put you on the day shift. Look out, kid, you're gonna get hit by losers, cheaters, and six-time users. They hang around the theater, the girl by the whirlpool, looking for a new fool. Don't follow leaders and watch your parking meters. Yeah. Stapleton, no, I only do Stapleton when like a couple that's getting married asks me to play Stapleton. I'm not really a Stapleton guy. He's great though. He's great. It's not my thing. But it's good. Whenever I have to play it for a wedding, I enjoy playing Tennessee Whiskey and all those cool songs. But yeah. I bag the Chris Stapleton. I know you're not allowed to say that, but it's just not my thing. Okay. I'll do one more. Should I do a little Dylan precursor? I won't do anything off Bringing It All Back. Let's do a Bob Dylan tune. Maybe I will do a practice tune here. This will be the last one. I gotta practice these Dylan songs. Added. No, that's not working. Come on. Not working. I don't know why it's not working. Can I just do that one? Let's do Subterranean. Okay. my Dylan songs are missing. Oh, I'm sick. All right, let's just see if I know it by heart. Let's see. No lyrics on this one. I'm gonna go for it. John is in the basement mixing up the medicine. I'm on the pavement thinking about the government. The man in the trench coat, bad out later, says he got a bag off, wants to get it bit off. Look out, kid, something you did. God knows when you'll be doing it again. You'll be ducking down the alleyway looking for a new friend. The man in the coonskin cap, the big man wants $11 bills. You only got 10. Oh man, he comes feet full face with a black suit, talking at the heat, put plants in the bed, but the phone's tapped anyway. Mac is the men and say they must bust an early man. Orders from the DA. Look out, kid, gonna get hit by the losers, the cheaters, the 6-time Judas, hang around the feet of the girl by the whirlpool, looking for a new fool. Don't follow leaders and watch your fucking meters. Oh, get born, keep on, short pants, romance, learn to dance, get blessed, get dressed, and try to be a success. Please her, please invite, don't steal, don't live. 20 years of school and then you're on the day shift, kid. You're gonna walk on your tiptoes, don't tie no bows, better stay away from those that carry around a fire. Keep a clean nose, you wash your fingers, you don't need a weatherman to know which way the wind goes. Oh, get born, keep on, short pants, romance, learn to dance, get dressed, get dressed. Oh, get sick, get well, hang around the inkwell, hang a bell, hard to tell if anything is gonna sell. Try hard, get ball, get rap, fair, get jail, jump fair. Join the army if you fail. Keep it all here. Better walk on your tiptoes, don't tie no bows. Better stay away from those that carry around a fire hose. Keep a clean nose, wash your brain clothes. You don't need the weatherman, know which way the wind blows. Do one more verse. Johnny's in the basement, mixing up the medicine. I'm on the pavement, I've been thinking about the government. The man in the trench coat, he's badge out, he's laid off, he's got a bad cough, he wants to get it paid off. Look out, kid, something you did, and God knows when you'll be doing it again. You'll be ducking down the alleyway looking for a new friend. The man in the coonskin cap and the big man wants $11 bills. You only got 10. He wants $11 bills and you only got 10. Better practice that one. Woo! Johnny's in the basement. All right. I got to practice this album. Yeah. That was rough. It's okay. Thank you for the super hearts. Thank you for the super hearts. Thank you, Greg. Thank you, Jim and Zos. Thank you. Yeah, the vocals are really hard on that one. I'll learn them. I still got 48 hours. To do the whole album. I know I decided I was going to do it this morning. And I ran through the whole album this morning. The wife and kids gave me this little tiny window of free time in the morning. And I just quickly was just like, I got to do all of bringing it all back home. And just went, ran through the whole album and said, okay, I feel confident I can learn it within 48 hours. 'Cause there was a lot of rough spots, but I think I can iron them out every little 15 minutes that I get of free time for the next 48 hours. No free time. That's the whole thing with this. I just got an email saying that they're opening up the beer garden at one of the venues that I play, and if I can play some gigs. So I'll be playing live pretty soon. But that's good news. I just saw it in the corner of my screen. It was like, hey Matt, can you play the beer garden? All right. So let's end on a good note here. Here we go. Oh yeah, I was thinking that I would quickly, if you guys are interested, a lot of people often write me questions about the gear that I use. Woohoo, yeah, I know, I'm psyched. And I just redid my setup, and I added a few things. Thank you for the tip. Just got another tip. Sweet. Thank you. So I'm just gonna run through all the different sounds. I thought this might be kind of interesting. I was showing my wife all the different sounds that my rig can do, and she got a little bored. So you might get bored, but I'm gonna go through it really quickly. So here's the sound of my guitar just plugged straight into the soundboard. There it is, boring as hell. But I mean, it has an effect. But it's very plain, very dry, no reverb. It's very quacky, as they say. There are uses for this sound, but I like the sound of an electric guitar amp a lot better. So I'm going to plug into my electric guitar amp. First, I'll put one in my left ear. Here's a deluxe reverb amp, only in your left ear. Okay. And I'm going to put another amp, kind of like a Supro kind of amp, in your right ear. So there's the mix. So there's the two amplifiers. Now I have two guitar amps with no reverb. So now I'm just gonna put a little bit of reverb, I'm gonna do a 1960s reverb tank. Let me put that on. This is what this sounds like. There's the reverb tank. That's a lot of reverb. That's that. So I use a little bit of it. This is what a lot sounds like. That's a lot. So that has an effect, for surf music, and you can do fun things with that, like yeah, with earbuds in, you're really gonna hear it. So I don't use that effect too much, but I have it if I want to use it. It's like a paintbrush color palette. So let me turn it back to the way that I like it. Somewhere around here. So you can hear that. So here's it with nothing. And here's the little bit of reverb. It kind of sounds like it's in a room. It sounds a little bit springy, a little bit. So that's that. I have a bunch of other reverbs, 1970s plate reverbs, 80s reverbs that you can use for other things. I'm not going to go through all of them because you'll get bored. That's my 1960s reverb, spring reverb, with a Fender twin reverb with a spring in it. This is a classic sound. That's just a classic sound, and that's clean into the amp. A little bit of tube breakup, right? So now if I want to push the tubes, I click this button, and I get a little bit of push. That's a lot of push, but it's a little bit. And that's distortion. So it's overriding the tubes and causing distortion, problems. There's problems in the sound. It doesn't sound good, right? But people realized, actually, it does sound good. And then I can push it. So that was a lot. That was a lot. This is the little bit setting. And then if I want to push it over the edge, here's my over the edge. So there's the three settings. There's nothing, little bit, and a lot. There's a lot. So you get the idea. So I have three different oomphs when I'm soloing or layering things. And then, what else do I have? I have tremolo. Tremolo sounds like this. You guys will probably recognize it. It's like a pulsating beat. And I use what's called a 1963 tube tremolo. And that's slightly intense. I'm gonna make it really intense so you can really hear it. That's that. That's that rumble, So there you go. There's that sound. So that's intense. That has a place. But I like it just a little bit for a little bit of texture. So something like this. Somewhere around here. And I can speed it up. Slow it down. See, there's slowing it down. All right, so let's turn that off. So now we're just back to just the guitar with some reverb. Now we have what's called modulation. Yeah, rumble, that was right. Modulation. So modulation is stuff like this. This is called phaser. So it makes the guitar, when the speakers vibrate and create sound, phaser is the sound of the speakers going the wrong way together, and they get out of phase. So what happens is there's like this pulsating out of phase sound, and it sounds like this. If you have your headphones on, you can really hear it. So that's the sound of everything that you hear in guitar and on records and everything. Most of the time, they're mistakes. People made a mistake. Something was out of phase, and they were like, ugh, it doesn't sound right. Something's wrong. And then they realized, wow, that's actually kind of cool. So you go. So that's phaser. So I use that for a little bit of texture. Then we have the classic mutron. A real one. Where's my real one? It's in the box. Oh, there it is. This is a real mutron. This is the blue one. This is the original one that they reissued. This is not a real one, but this is the same circuit that Jerry Garcia had. It's a mutron. And I don't use the real pedal because this has weight, and I don't want to carry it to every gig and on the plane and, to airports and all that stuff. It's a pain. So as many of these things I don't have to bring, the better. But you can use them in the studio, and they sound amazing. So I'm going to put this back on the shelf. And this is what it sounds like. It's like a quack. Circe knows it. She always calls it the wah, 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 wah. It's not a wah wah, but it's a filter. So it's that sound. That's estimated profit. Jerry Garcia was obsessed with it. And it's used a lot in funk, So if you do quacka 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 with your arm, you can get all those kind of funk sounds. But when you solo, that's called mutron. It adds a really cool texture to a solo. What else? Last but not least, we have a couple more things. I told you this can get boring. And we got delays. Here are 3 different delays that I have. Here's one. If you have headphones on, it goes back and forth. Bump, 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 bump. It's called a panning delay, a stereo panning delay. And it actually goes in sync to the time. So then when I hit the delay, see how it goes to the beat? So you get the idea. So that's synced to the time of the drums. Okay, so that's one type of delay. Then I have another delay that I've used forever, which is my secret sauce delay. That's not what it's called, but it's basically a tape delay, and it's not in time to anything. And I use that all the time, mixed with a wah for that reggae sound. So there's that one. And if you add, this is a little trick for the guitarists out there, that if you add out of time delay with in time delay, they fight each other. This is one of my favorite sounds, is this. So they fight each other. The in time one is trying to get the other one trying to get the out of time one in time. It sounds like this. So you get that really cool. It's kind of like a mess, but if you use it properly, it sounds great. Okay, so there's that. Last but not least, I got some vibrato effects, I mean, that's intense. Back it off a little bit, and you get that. It's kind of the sound. It's the sound of a warbly record player. There's a lot of that on old records. So that's vibrato. I barely ever use that, but it's there. It exists. And then, last but not least, of all the sounds, it's a lot of stuff going on, is my little feedback thing, which is fun because I can go, and it just creates feedback. which sounds like, why would you want to create feedback? Again, guitar solo, please. Yes, okay, I'll do a guitar solo, Mario. Just a second. I said I would do this little gear explanation thing. Yeah, so why would you want to create feedback? Amazing, combine all that. No, it's thank you. Yeah, so it's again, it's just like I said earlier, a lot of times there were things that were mistakes. There were bad sounds in music, and people realized, I like that bad sound. And that's what feedback is, when you heard people doing stuff like there's the feedback. I can turn it off. See, there it's gone. Do you see that? So, because that's the sound of an amplifier getting stuck inside and reverberating the strings. Because the strings all they're doing is they're moving air, and they're just moving, and they're creating a different magnetic field for these pickups, right? So if the air comes and moves the string a certain way to the resonance of the string, it creates feedback. But I don't have an amplifier. All I hear is what's in my earphones, just like you guys. So this makes a fake amplifier feedback, which is cool. You know what I mean? So that's that kind of vibe. All right, last song, and I'm out of here. Here we go. All right, last one. Were there any requests? I don't know. I didn't even see the request. Other than guitar solo, please. Thank you, Mario. All right, yeah, last one. And before I go, Venmo at Matt Bolton, paypal.me/Matt Bolton. This Sunday, Bob Dylan's Bringing It All Back Home, one of my favorite albums of all time. It is just, it's a lot of lyrics. It's half electric, half acoustic. It's going to be a really great one. It's Bob Dylan basically throwing everything in the kitchen sink at the listener, being like, he had so much to say and crammed it all into one LP, and it's insane. All right, here we go. Not much like this Periscope that I'm doing here. So much to say, Maddie. Melinda by Tom Petty. I don't know that one, Melinda. I'm sorry. Most of the time. Ooh, I forgot about that song. Do I know it? Most of the time. I have it. Most of the time. Clear focused all around. Yeah, let's do it. I think it's an E. What key is it in? Is it an E, Vito? Please tip. Thanks. Thank you, Les. Let's see. Most of the time, clear focused all around. Most of the time, keep both feet on the ground. Follow the path. Yeah, I think it's in E. Let's try it. Here we go. I have the lyrics. We're gonna try it. Most of the time. This could be bad. We'll try. Most of the time. Most of the time, clear focused all around. Most of the time, I can keep both feet on the ground. I can follow the path. I can read the sign. Stay right with it. When the road unwinds, I can handle whatever I stumble upon. I don't even notice that she's gone most of the time. Most of the time, it's well understood. Most of the time, I wouldn't change it if I could. I can make it match up. I can hold my own, deal with the situation right down to the bone. I can survive, I can endure. I don't even think about her most of the time. Most of the time, my head is on straight. Most of the time, I'm strong enough not to hate. I don't build up illusions till they make me sick. I ain't afraid of confusion. No matter how thick, I can smile in the face of mankind. I don't even remember what her lips felt like on mine most of the time. Ever with me, or if I was ever with her most of the time. I'm halfway content most of the time. I know where it all went. I don't cheat on myself. I don't run and hide from the feelings I keep buried inside. I don't compromise, I don't pretend, and I don't even care if I ever see her again most of the time. Most of the time. Thank you all very much. I will see you guys maybe tomorrow, but most likely Sunday. That was a Bob Dylan song. He wrote that song in 1995 or something. The guy's been putting out amazing music for so long. It is insane. It is insane. Sunday is his birthday. I believe it's his 81st birthday or 80th birthday. The guy's still putting out amazing music. It's amazing. Can you believe how good that song was? I mean, that song is so beautiful. It's crazy. Been a while watching live at the timer is MMS Pay. Oh, hey, what's up? MMS Pennsylvania in the house. Thank you, Patrick. Right on. Yeah. Thank you very much. All right, you guys. So I'm going to head out of here. Thank you all for watching. I wish I played more music instead of all that talking because I'm feeling the music tonight. But I gotta go. I gotta get out of here. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys probably Sunday. Probably gonna take tomorrow off to work on the album. And I will see you guys on Sunday. If you liked what you heard, it really, really helps me out. Even just a few bucks, you can buy me a beer or anything. Really helps me out. Yesterday, somebody was listening to the album. I was in the grocery store. I'm gonna tell the story real quickly, just to show you how cool the tips are. I was in the grocery store and I'm shopping. I got my mask on. I'm in the grocery store. I'm going down the aisles with the arrows and everything, and I'm in the fancy cheese section, you know. And I'm looking at the cheeses and I go, you know, it would really make our dinner tonight. We're having a really nice salad. I'd really like to get a nice fancy cheese to go with it. But times are tough, you know. I'm a touring musician. I don't have any gigs right now. Gotta be smart. Get the government cheese. Get the plain old boring cheapo cheese. Reach in the back. Get the kind that's, you know, just government issue, yellow cheese, whatever. And that's what we're gonna do with. That's the smart thing to do, Matthew. Don't get the fancy cheese. And just as I'm having this thought, I'm staring at the government cheese. My phone goes, bring. And sure enough, it vibrates in my pocket. And Tom Richardson, Tom, thank you very much. I get it, and I get a tip from Tom Richardson. I go, you know what? That's a sign. That's a sign from the cosmos that I should get the fancy cheese. So I bought the fancy cheese, and we had a wonderful dinner. So thank you, Tom, for that fancy cheese dinner that I had last night. I really appreciate it, and I want to say thank you to you, Tom, for that moment. 4 days after I played that show, the Weezer show, boom, I'm standing there at the cheese aisle, and there we go. A tip comes in. Those little moments crack me up every time. So thank you for that. Thank you, and thank you to everyone. There, Tom. Yeah, hey, Tom, how you doing? So thank you for that, Tom. That was I had a good chuckle to myself yesterday in the cheese aisle. Going, I'm gonna get the cheapo cheese. You know, times are tough. And I ended up getting a nice fancy blue. It was really good. Nice fancy blue cheese for the salad. It was beautiful, tasty. All right, you guys. Bye, Circe. Sorry, Circe, you don't like cheese? They don't eat cheese in Brazil? Come on. I know you. Queso fresco. Thank you, guys. Bye. To Tom, jeez. What a cheesy story. Sorry. No more cheesy stories. I'll see you guys tomorrow or Sunday. Bye. Cheesy. So cheesy. Thank you, Tom. Yeah. If I ever see her again, most of the time. Oh, I'll get this one. Woo, there it is. Venmo at Matt Bolton. Buy me some fancy cheese. Actually, I'll probably spend it on diapers. Yes. See you guys. Bye, everybody. I'll secretly buy fancy cheese, though, and not spend it on diapers.